And with that, we bring in Stuckey. We are getting to one of your favorite times of the year. What are some tips for betting with March Madness a couple weeks away?
Yeah, T-1 until March starts. We have to wait an extra day every 4 years for March to start, but I'm excited. Yeah, it's a big, big betting month. Always has been, always will be. So, to most recreational beginner bettors, especially, I'll throw out a couple tips.
Mm.
One, this is pertinent to all year round, but shop around. So it's important to have as many outlets as possible to get the best line. Those half points, they might not seem like much in one bet, and most of the time they're not going to matter, but they add up over time. And especially once you're getting into conference tournaments, you could have, say you like an underdog to win their conference tournament. You could have an underdog that's 40-1. At another book, it's 60-1. So you'll see some, major price discrepancies, especially with longer shots. So why leave that free money potentially on the table? Shop around, use the Action Network app, always get the best price. You should do that year round with every single bet that you have, but it's even more important when you're dealing with futures in March, where you'll see even bigger discrepancies. And then this is especially true for beginner or recreational bettors. Go after the less efficient markets. College basketball's been going on for months. The market is pretty sharp and efficient, especially as you approach game time and more money and the limits open up and more money comes in. So if you want to bet sides totals, try to get them early before the bigger money comes in. And then player props. We have some of the best player prop bettors in the country that do content for us. We'll put out, Nick Giffen, Sean Kerner, et cetera. They'll be putting out props on the app and content all month. Those lower limits, but less efficient market, easier to attack, especially for beginner bettors. And I would say if you want to spend time handicapping the games, we know who these teams are at this point. A lot of times they've had, speaking of conference tournaments, they've had 2 meetings already. But so we kind of know the numbers. Spend some time in the matchups. We'll put out a lot of content for that. But okay, this team runs a zone. How does this team match up against a zone? This team presses. Can this team handle the press? That's where you can still find some edge, especially once you get to the NCAA tournament and you have these teams that are out of conference playing each other, matching up with contrasting styles. That's where I spend most of my time, headed into the dance. And then finally, don't chase. Just you can really get yourself in trouble. Even if you have no edge, you coin flip bet, you just flip a coin all month, you won't get in trouble. You'll probably juice out over time. You'll go 50%. But where people get in trouble is you can bet all day, all night. You're going to have some cold streaks. You're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some good days. If you start out really poorly, don't start chasing, compounding your mistake. That's when people really get in the trouble betting wise. So just let it go. Understand that you're going to have bad days, bad streaks. It's just on to the next game. Forget about it. Have a short-term memory and move on.